Hello and welcome back to Keeping It Caprice podcast podcast edition. If you're new here, welcome. This is a safe place. I just really hope that you enjoy this channel. If you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you know every time I upload a new video. Okay, y'all. Today's topic is a lot. So I know there's gonna be multiple episodes of this, but not back to back to back to back to back. But anyways, are men intimidated of independent women? That was my question that I asked. Let me remind you all. I'm going to post my podcast questions in my Facebook story, my Instagram story, and on the YouTube community tab. Okay? You have to actually click on my picture, go straight to my channel, slide over on your phone, and it'll say community. And you can answer the question on there. Okay? So, it was kind of a mix. I think it was about half and half on YouTube. Some people said yes, some people said no. On Instagram, it was, I think more no's than yes. And so now it's my turn to answer the question. Are men intimidated of independent women? Or by independent women, whatever. Okay, so since I made y'all choose one answer, it was either yes or no, I have to choose one answer. And it was tough for me because, let's be real, it kind of goes both ways. But to make it more interesting and to justify my point, I gotta answer the question. Y'all ready? I chose yes. I believe that men are intimidated by independent women. But before I get to my the reason why I chose yes, let me say this though. Let me say this, okay? A real man, a real, okay, man, they're not intimidated by independent women, okay? I feel like real men will uplift their woman, praise their woman for having their own and making their own money, okay? That's what a real man would do. But the reason why that I say yes is because there's only a few real men out there. And there's a lot of men that are boys. Okay? And I believe that they are. And I feel that what they do is tear a woman down and try to ruin their self-esteem to where they are not so confident in themselves, or it's bringing them down and hindering them from being successful. That's just how I feel. That's my opinion. If you disagree with me, that's completely fine, but I would like to hear why. But that's why I said yes, because the majority of men are like that. And that's what I've experienced. So that's all that I can go by. That's what I've seen like on the blogs, on reality TV, and then of course going through my own life experience. I just feel like because I'm making more, or I have something nicer or better than my man or whatever, that they'll say things to make it seem like they're belittling women and try to make us feel bad, and just it kind of brings us down and try to make it to where we don't have anything so they can dominate. So my question would be, are we as independent women, are we like, what's the what's the right word, y'all? Y'all help me out. Like, are we interfering with a man's manhood? And is that why men doing us this way? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you really have a good man, a real man out there, count your blessings. Pray every day that he remains that way, because that's really a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And don't let go of a man that supports their woman, because there's a lot. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's a lot of them. I feel like they are intimidated. You know what I'm saying? And so let's get into why. So I honestly feel like this whole independent thing for women and women empowerment and stuff, it really falls back on the history, how they treated women, how they belittled us, that they were treating us like what you've done and taking care of the house. Like, you know, if he bringing home the money, you going out paying the bills, you're grocery shopping. If you got the little ones at home, then you have to deal with we will be fine where we are. But I do feel like it's good though that we can make our own money and we can have our own things. You know what I'm saying? That way we can spend our money how we want to. You can continue, or even help contribute if that's what the man wants you to do. But some men solely like to just pay all the bills. Now I know there's some men that want to pay all the bills and take care of the kids, and then the money that the woman makes they can have for themselves. Those are real men to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, there are some men, if they're kind of falling short and the woman is working, help out where he lacks him, but have your money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see a problem with women also working and making their own money. Even if it was part time. You know, helping out their husband, man, whatever, and having money to themselves. That way they're not taking all their man's money, so their man, can have some extra money to spend on themselves or help with savings or just pay the little bills. You know what I'm saying? Just something like that. But I just feel like a lot of women just really start having their own because men are trying to control us. And that's just how I feel. Now, we're going to get into another topic about being submissive and stuff. We're going to get into it a little deep, okay? Because I do believe in being submissive, but it goes both ways, from a man to a man being submissive to a woman and a woman being submissive to a man. And I got proof for that. But that's going to be on another podcast, okay? So I'm not saying that the man can't tell us what to do. No. I mean, talk it out and stuff. his point, but some of it I'm just like, oh, no, and then that not all, but he said there are most women nowadays that are lazy and they don't want to work. They rather women are independent even if they do music because with that, I mean, what y'all expect us to, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? What you expect us to do? That's what I'm saying. Like, all y'all in the description box down below. Okay, it's gonna be down below the title of this video. You can click more. All my links are at the bottom. Just click on it. Follow me there. I would love to have you. We're a family. Nothing but love over here. Okay, it's a safe place. Let's talk. Let's chat it up. Okay. I love you all, and until next time. Okay.